Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing an abstract art makeup look, and as you see, I've already started my brows, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of fill them in so you guys could get a better look of what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to start by using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn and just kind of line that up. And then what I do is bring it all the way down, blend that in. And the brush that I'm using, this is, um, I think this is a Morphe brush, but the word's kind of wiped off, but it's like a flat angled brush. So I'm going to be just blending that in. And let me set this up here so you guys can get a better view. And so I'm just taking that concealer and blending it down. Bringing it all the way on top of my eyes. And with the concealer, you want to make sure you get a lighter concealer that's at least 1 to 3 times lighter than your skin tone for your brows, at least the eyelid and under area of your brows. You want to make sure you blend that in really, really good. I started to do my brows off camera simply because they take some time, and I wanted to make sure they were perfect. But I also wanted to share with you guys how I do my brows. So when I filled in my brows here, I used a red uh, eyeliner pencil and a dark brown because my hair is burgundy reddish. So I wanted my brows to kind of blend in with that as well. So I'm just using my finger to kind of blend that in. Um, and I'm also going to blend it some more with this flat angle brush. Just kind of, you can use your fingers. I usually use my fingers a lot because that helps with blending. Um, but whatever you decide, you can use a brush, you can use your hands. So I'm just going to make sure that's blended all the way. Gonna blend, blend, blend. And now that we've got that blended, what we're gonna do is take this Morphe M407 brush, and I'm going to make sure that the eyes are really, really blended. So we're gonna do that next. And see, as you can tell, it's kind of blended, but it still has like a cast or a white shadow. So I'm gonna take this Morphe M407 brush, and I'm gonna blend it even more. So now that we have that blended, I am going to be using a translucent powder, which is the Air Coty Air Spun. And let me get that for a second. And this is what it looks like, the Air Spun Loose Face Powder. I use this on my actual brows. Excuse me. So I'm just going to take a little of that and dab it on my eyes. and that helps to keep the concealer locked in. So I'm just gonna take some more of that and put it all over my lid and just blend, blend, blend. Okay, so now that we got that brow taken care of, we're going to go ahead and start on the other brow. And I have a little of the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn right here, so I'm just going to dab it. And I'm going to go ahead and conceal the other brow. And like I said, you're going to bring that product down, all the way down. You don't have to bring it down, but I prefer to bring the product down so that I'm not adding any more concealer on my eyes. So we're just going to continue to blend that in. I'm going to blend that in all the way. And I'm going to use my finger and kind of blend that even more. I'm just blending that. And then I'm going to take that same Morphe M407 brush and just lightly tap it into my eye to lock in the concealer. And also while I'm locking in the concealer, I'm blending all of that concealer in and locking it in onto my eye. So we're just blending that using that Morphe M407 brush and that air spun translucent powder. I'm gonna blend that in. I'm gonna make sure that's all the way blended. So once we've got the eyes taken care of, we can start with the look. Now it does look a little light, but that's okay. So once we got the brows done, we can move on to the eyes. So what I'll be using is this BH Cosmetics Neutral palette right here. And I am going to be using these two colors at the top. This beige color and this brown color in my crease. And then I'm going to be using this Bdellium Tool 785 brush. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then I'm going to use those two brown colors. I'm going to start off with the lighter brown color first. And my crease, I am going to go ahead and go in with the darker brown color. I'm going to add a little bit orange to it to bring out the color even more. And I'm just going in circular motions. Bringing that down. You don't want to put too much, just enough to blend and give it a little color. So once we're done with that, we're going to go to the other eye, doing the same technique, using those same colors. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Had to check on my hot wings. Girls be hungry. So I'm going to go ahead and take that light brown color and kind of just go in circular motions. Now going with that dark brown color. So now that we got both of the eyes kind of a little color to it, we just go back over it once more. And I'm still using circular motions. So now I am going to take the liquid lipstick that I'm going to be using. Let me blend that some more. Now I'm going to be taking the liquid lipstick color that I'm going to be using. And this is like a fire red color. This is the Wildfire color. Um, I'm not sure of the brand, sorry guys, but this is what I'll be using. It got kind of erased from using it so often. So I'm just going to take that. And I'm going to put it on the back of my hand here because I want to be very precise on using it. This is Wildfire. And before I add this liquid lipstick color on, I want to add a color to my lid. And the color I'm going to be using on my lid is a copper bronze goldish toned color. And I'll be using this from the Icon Pro palette. And this is the Icon Pro palette here by Absolute. So I'm going to be using that. And then I'm going to be using this eyeshadow brush here. And I'm going to be taking this gold tone color here and here. These are the two colors I'll be using on my lids. So I'm just going to lightly tap it. And then I'm going to take, as you can see, adding that color on my lid to give it a pop of color. And I'm going to go ahead and dip it in the darker golden color. And I'm also going to bring it in the crease here, the inner tear duct of my eye, sorry, and kind of bring that color in more. It is at the desired color that I want. And I'm going to kind of drag it just to give it more depth and height in the crease without touching the crease. I'm going to go in that color one more time. And then kind of brush it going downward. Once you got the desired color that you like, you can go ahead and start with the liquid lipstick, sorry. And I am going to do that now. On the liquid lipstick, I'm going to be using this brush here because I'm going to be actually kind of painting that abstract on to my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and take the red and kind of just kind of, the lines don't have to be super perfect, just enough to give you the look that you're going for. And abstract is just kind of all over the place, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the look that I'm going to go for right here. And wherever you feel that you need to fill in, you can go ahead and do so. And that's the abstract part. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the other eye. So we're going to put that gold tone also on the other eye. So I'm going to take this color here, this color right here, and use that on my eyes. I'm so excited about the show today, guys. I cannot wait to see what Nubox has in store. So I'm just getting ready for this fashion show that's going to be here in the city. And you're going to do the same thing. Bring the color in the middle and kind of drag it. And I'm also going to take that deep copper golden and put that on top of the color that I already have and just bring it down. Okay. Just gonna bring that down. Okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing on this eye using that red liquid lipstick. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's an abstract look. So I'm going to go ahead and use that and do the same thing for the other eye. And you can create lines wherever you want to. It doesn't have to be perfect. And so we have both eyes pretty much done. And now that we have both eyes done, we can go ahead and start with the liquid liner. Just want to make sure every line is somewhat perfect. So since we're done with the eyes, what I'm going to go ahead and do is take that same eyeshadow brush and I am going to put that gold bronze tone at the bottom of my eyes also. Now that we got that done, what we can go ahead and do is take a black liquid liner, and I'm going to be using LA Colors graphics eyeliner, and this is it right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm going to use that. It's a black, and I'm going to do a wing liner. So I'm not really perfect at wing liners, so I'm going to need a lot of concentration. So let me just go ahead and do that. So we're going to take that. I usually start at the end, close my eye, and I'm just going under that red. And if you're not really good at wing liner, you might want to go slow. You don't have to rush. I usually never do wing liner looks on myself because I don't think that I keep a steady hand. But I'm going to go ahead and get out this chair. Hold on, guys. I got to check on my wings. One moment. Got the wings on deck. So now that I'm back, sorry guys, I was hungry. So now that I'm back, we can finish this wing liner. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to bring it over. We're gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Guys, I'm actually horrible at wing liners. I just want you guys to know. But I definitely plan to get better at it with practice. And it's so weird because I can do a perfect wing liner on a client or a model, and then when it comes to me, it's like, what are you doing? So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that. You guys gotta bear with me. This is like my second video in 2 years, and I have not been on YouTube doing videos And it is really hard doing makeup and filming at the same time. So bear with me, guys. And when you're doing your wing line, you want to make sure all of this area right here is completely covered. Just gonna go over that again. So once we got that kind of down pat, I'm gonna take a black eyeliner pencil and just kind of fill in the areas where the eyeliner is showing or seeping through. And this is just a regular black um, eyeliner pencil from the beauty supply store. So I'm just going to take the top part of my eye here and just kind of fill that in. So we're going to go to the other eye. And do the exact same thing. Now that we've got that done, I'm going to take that same graphic eyeliner. Since I don't have any mascara right now, I need to go make some runs, guys, and pick up some more makeup products. I'm going to take that liquid eyeliner and use it as like a mascara almost, and just kind of for my lashes. So when I apply the false lashes, there are no eyeshadow on it at all. I want to kind of fill that in some more. So the lashes that I'm going to be using today, guys, is the Broadway lashes in number 604. So I'm going to go ahead and apply those. Get some of this wing. One second. I want to give you guys a better view. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to apply my lashes. And like I said, these are the Broadway lashes in number 604. And I just love the way these lashes look. So go ahead and apply. You want to kind of blow it just a little bit once you put the glue on, because it is kind of tacky. So these are the lashes right here, and I have tweezers, so I'm just going to blow that or kind of fan it a little tacky. You want to make sure it's as tacky as it can be, so when you put them on, um, they go on perfectly. So So I'm going to go ahead and apply this lash. And you can always tell which side goes first because the end of the lash here will be shorter than the outer. So the inner that's shorter goes on, it's going to be on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this lash. Don't want to act right today, guys. Probably have to apply this off camera. So we got the lash. And you have to be really careful um, with the tweezers because if you don't know what you're doing, you can accidentally poke your eyes. So guys, if you don't know what you're doing, I would not recommend you to use tweezers around your eye. You have to be really careful because they are actually sharp and they can poke your eyes out, and we don't want that. So now that we got that lash on, I don't know what that is. Now that we got the lash on, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the other lash and we're going to apply that one. So I'm just getting ready to apply the other lash. And like I said, we're going to do the same thing and just kind of blow it. You can either blow it, you can blow it if you want to, or you can fan it. Either way, you just want to make it tacky enough to put onto your eyes. So this is the other lash here, guys. I'm going to apply this one off camera as well. Okay, guys, now that we've got the lash on, now that we've got the other lash on, we're going to secure it using the tweezers. Sorry, guys, my allergies are really horrible, and it's summertime. My allergies always act up. We're just going to secure the lash. And like I said, when you're using tweezers, be very careful because if you don't know what you're doing, you can literally poke your eyes out. And if you're not comfortable using tweezers, you can use your fingers and kind of just press, making sure that the lash is secured. Okay, now that we have our lashes on, we can actually move to the next. And what I want to do is, I usually don't use foundation on my face, and since my face is oily, I actually did a before, that's why it's giving me that glow. But I want to have a matte look because I'm going to be using concealer as a full face foundation on my face. So I'm going to take some Milk of Magnesia, and you can buy it from your local beauty supply store. I'm sorry, not beauty supply store. You can buy it from Walgreens, Walmart, any drugstore. This is Milk of Magnesia. This is just an off brand. I have the Walgreens brand, as you can see. So just to get all the product everywhere, And I am going to take a flat foundation brush, and before I use the Milk of Magnesia, I want to put a primer on my face. And the primer that I'm going to be using the primer that I'm going to take a little of that Pore Professional by Benefit and put it all over my face, especially the areas where my pores are. And I'm just going to rub that in all over my. And you want to make sure that you rub that all the way in. We got that rubbed all the way in. What I usually do is take the Milk of Magnesia and put that on top of it, so it can also help with keeping my face oil free and doesn't give me any shine. Not too much shine, at least the shine that I don't want. To take that brush and just kind of rub it in place. And I'm actually dabbing it. I'm not actually like rubbing it. I'm dabbing it into my skin. And once we do that, it's gonna kind of turn white, the Milk of Magnesia, but that's okay. That to me is an indication that it is working and it is all over your skin. So once you do that, I just kind of fan my face a little bit. Um, so what I'm going to be using next is a spray, and I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime spray all over my face. I'm going to use a little of that. And then I'm going to take the concealer that I'm going to be using, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Chestnut. And I'm going to put that chestnut color all over my face. I'm going to be using chestnut. So what I do, since I do not use foundation on my face, I feel like concealer works better for me. I'm just going to outline the areas of my face with this concealer. So what I do is I'll take it, the concealer, and line my face where my line. So it'll be here, and then just kind of drag that down. And then I'm going to put it all over my lip because I kind of have a shadow. I don't have a mustache, but it's like a shadow. And then all around, everywhere, my chin, all of those areas. And I'm going to do the same over here. then I'm going to take that same chestnut concealer and I'm going to line this side of my face also. And then just kind of bring that down. Same thing. And then what I do is I take my fingers, kind of rub them together to warm them up, and kind of blend all of that in with my fingers. So we're blending the concealer that we just put down everywhere. Fingers. I'm going to bring it down. And don't worry if you put too much, if you decide to use this technique. Mainly because you're going to blend it all the way in your skin by bringing it down. Go over your lip also. Then you're going to take that side as well and do the same exact. Bring it down. Rub your fingers together again to warm them up. Bring that product down. Go over it again because you want to make sure it's all the way blended. And you don't have to do this. This is just how I do my makeup because I feel like I haven't found any foundations that are really my tone. And even with trying like MAC products, they're okay, but I just feel like it's not like exact. And this chestnut color to me is exact. So once we got that blended, we're going to take that chestnut color again and we are going to go under the eyes like so. And then we're going to drag that down also. And we're just going to blend that with our fingers. And just kind of blend that all the way in. Blend that all the way in. Then you're going to do the same for the other eye. And just kind of angle it right under your eye. And then just take your fingers and kind of blend that in. Make sure it's blended all the way so that when you get ready to put your translucent powder down, it's really well blended. And if you want, you can take your other finger, bring that down as well. I'm going to put a little on my nose and my forehead So with my nose, I'm actually gonna put it all over my nose. But on the forehead, you're gonna blend it going upward. On the forehead, you're gonna blend it going upward. So we're blending that LA Pro concealer in Fawn. I'm sorry, in Chestnut, the color Chestnut. So we're gonna blend that in. And also, I'm gonna take that chestnut color and lock the top of my brows like so. And then brush that going upward, blending that, and you can use your fingers also. You're gonna do that to the other brow as well. And bring that outward. And just make sure that it's all the way blue. Once we got the face done, I'm gonna take those products. I'm gonna take this brown pencil again. And don't worry, I still have a little white there, but that's gonna blend in when I do the contouring. Take that same brown pencil with the brows and kind of just brush them forward or fill them in. And we're gonna do the same for the other. Making sure that the brows are identical. Okay, now that we have everything pretty much blended in, take Cowl concealer in the color Mahogany, which is a dark brown color. And that's the color I'll be using for my contour. So I'm going to just kind of, as you can see, I only put a little. And then on this side, you're going to do the exact same thing. And if you want to, you can also put it around the perimeter if you like. And then I'll take that and also do it on my nose. We're doing the same thing on this side for the nose. And while that's sitting, I want to use the LA Pro concealer in the color Fawn once more so that I can bring those colors out on my face a little bit more. And let me take a So I'm going to take this small e.l.f. stippling brush just to kind of blend in. So I'm going to go ahead and take this small e.l.f. stippling brush and in circular motions contour. And you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. I'm just going to make sure that you get all the perimeters of your face also. And on that same side, you're going to do the same thing in circular motions. Make sure that you're blending completely. Now that we've got that blended in, I want to contour the nose also. And I'm going to take this brush here and just kind of contour the nose. See how it's giving me the effects of a slimmer nose. You just have to work on blending, blending, blending. That is the key. We got all taken care of. I am going to take my Cover FX powder, and we're going to use that to set everything on my face. So we're going to use the Cover FX, and this is Cover FX, and this is the dark translucent deep powder. I'm going to use that, and this also can be purchased from Sephora. And I'm going to be taking that using a wedge. Taking the end of that and we're just going to line it. This is the Cover FX. I'm just going to put it on top of my lip also to suppress and set the makeup, and I'm also going to do it for this side. I'm going to do it for under my eyes. Then I'm going to do the middle center of my nose and the forehead. So while we're letting that sit, we're going to go ahead and do the lip. I'm going to take that same brows for my brows. Once we got that down, that same red that I used on my eyes, I'm going to use that on my lips. And I'm going to press. Now we have the lips done. Oh God, my eye is watering. Look at that. Our desired color. We're just gonna kind of fill in any. Now that we got our lips, what we're gonna do now is just brush off any of the excess translucent powder that we have on our face. I'm gonna make sure that all of it is completely off by going over it again. And then we're going to take the Ready Set Radiant by Tarte Skin Mist, and we're going to spray that all over the face. And then I'm going to use the NK texture in copper. And just kind of highlight the areas. Lightly tapping that on there. I'm just lightly. lightly tapping that in there. I'm going to do this on my forehead also. On my nose. And here. Okay guys, this is the finished look. This is my 90s inspired. I'm going to get the hang of actually moving faster. But this is, guys, the finished look. This is the finished look, and I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and like my videos. Tell me what you think, what else other looks